Hi, good evening. This is Dr. Munawar Sheikh from MS Homeopathic Medical Center, and I just wanted to bring to your knowledge uh, that there have been a lot of queries for the last 2 to 3 days with regard to a video that's doing the rounds about homeopathic medication Aspidospermia tincture, which is supposed to be the magical remedy for any kind of breathlessness and to improve the oxygen saturation level. Well, please listen to what I'm going to say carefully and please try and understand. First of all, homeopathy medication, normally when it is prescribed, it is based on a lot of things, on the case taking, on the signs and symptoms, and the history of the patient in the past, what are the problems that they have had, and what are the presenting complaints and associated issues with the presenting problems what the patient has. We cannot come to a generalized conclusion as to this particular medicine is good for all kinds of breathlessness and it can really help overcome the oxygen levels dramatically in all the cases. Now this is something that you need to understand. There are a lot of remedies nevertheless which can be useful in handling symptoms and signs related to COVID. So if a patient is having general symptoms like nowadays, if you see the new with the new mutant variety that has come, there are a lot of new symptoms added up like loose motions, nausea, vomiting, and apart from that, it is more severe. It's directly affecting the lungs now as compared to the cold or throat issue. So there are a lot of changes that we see in the present mutant variant that has come. So what are the group of remedies that you could use during such times? To start off with belladonna, which is one of the good remedies which can help for any kind of inflammation in the body, and it can also help in relieving your sore throat and the irritability or irritation that is there in the throat. Medicine like say Rustox, which can also help with the body aches and pains um, associated with fever. Now, belladonna and Rustox sometimes can also be used in post-COVID vaccination when people have a bit of myalgia, when people have a bit of sore throat and are not feeling up to the mark. So it can also help in post-COVID vaccinations. Apart from belladonna and Rustox, which will handle a sore throat and possibly the body ache also. The other remedies like arsenicol, this remedy especially is a very good polycrystal remedy and covers up the entire uh, range of symptoms of COVID 19, 20, and possibly 21, covering up everything right from the catarrhal secretions to the thirst, to the throat issues, to the runny nose, sneezing, runny nose, cold, cough, whether it is dry or wet. And if there is any other, what do I call it, gut related issues like loose motions, nausea, vomiting, loss of appetite, and losing weight also. So this arsenic alb seems to cover up beautifully all the symptoms pertaining to COVID, whichever variant it belongs to. The other remedy that can help is antimetard. Now, when arsenic alb is given, it normally helps to decongest the thick mucus, making it more easy to bring it out. And antimetard is that emmenagogue which helps to get the mucus out easily. It works like an expectorant. So, not to be given in patients who are already having like dry kind of cough, not advisable. But if there is a thick mucus which is there and you have given arsenic alb earlier, then you can give antimetard later. Just a couple of doses, just about 1 or 2, 3 doses is sufficient enough of antimetard. Coming to other remedy which can help in ease out the breathlessness issue is Kalika. It is one of the most commonest remedies in clinical practice too, which helps in relieving not just the allergic part of the wheezing and breathlessness, but it also takes care of the breathlessness associated in certain infections like bronchopneumonic infections, and it's a very popular prescription in most of the clinical practices. Kalikap also has got the capacity over a period of time when given improves the lung capacity, oxygen carrying capacity of the lungs. Aspidospermia tincture, I will not overrule it. It is also called as a digitalis of the lung. It helps in improving the oxidation of the lungs, but at the same time, you cannot give it in all the cases. Okay. And it is given in the tincture form, so maybe just about 2 to 3 drops in 5 ml of warm water diluted and given. But please do not take this without consulting your homeopath, and please do not self-medicate at all. All this information is strictly so that you understand that homeopathy is not just generalized. It is specific to an individual, or at least specific to certain symptoms that can be given, but cannot be taken without the advice of a registered homeopathic practitioner, not the hobby practitioners. Coming to two more remedies like influenzinum and basilinum. Now, influenzinum has also shown and proven its efficacy in previous cases of swine flu. When there was another epidemic that happened a couple of years back, we have seen that influenzinum really works wonders in H1N1 cases, and we have also clinically seen that it has helped cure to certain extent, and also at the same time it is a very beautiful remedy for cold, cough, flu-like symptoms, and helps relieve the congestion, especially of the upper respiratory tract. But sometimes, in some cases, I have seen that when the other remedies fail, influenzinum also works for cough. Basilinum, on the other hand, is a different kind of a medication which is specifically for bronchopneumonic infections than allergies, and it is given to help in reducing the infection and improve the immunity. It is not to be given in patients who are having active tuberculosis, or who have had a recent attack of pneumonia. You need to be very careful with that, and also at the same time, please ensure that you are taking the advice of a registered practitioner, a homeopathic doctor, and only then taking it. Otherwise, please do not take these medicines randomly. Apart from this, there are a couple of things I would also like to suggest you. One is the proning kind of breathing that one can do if you feel your oxygen saturation is coming down and you're at home and you are trying to recover at home. So you can do those proning breathing exercises. Another one is you do steaming at least thrice a day, and you can do it with normal water, or if you want to add up some eucalyptus, 1 or 2 drops of it, or if you want to add up any other kind of carvagul, those capsules also which people have, even those also you can use. So just see that you do these things, and apart from that, betadine gargle wash twice or thrice a day should also put you in good stead. Eat on time and take as much as rest as possible. Most of the people do not feel like eating, they have lost their appetite. Remedies like arsenica, chelidonium, and all will help you bring back your appetite. And please see that you stay safe, and try to take as much as rest as possible, and please follow the advice and take the medicines only on recommendation of a registered homeopathic practitioner. If you ever need to contact me, do contact me on 9741711897, and you can leave a message there, and we will get back to you ASAP. Kindly do not treat this as your prescription, so or for somebody else. Please consult your doctor and then only take these medications. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great day, and please see that you take care of yourselves and stay at home and stay safe. See you. Thank you so much. Do like, share, subscribe, and follow whatever is told. Thank you so much.